One of the men I coached asked me recently something very painful. He said, do you ever think about and replay all the conversations that you had from your separation? And I said, abso-freaking-lutely, brother. Of course I did. I think we all do. Anyone who loses someone that they love, do it. You replay the arguments, the begging, crying, the angry texts that you can't ever get back, the moments that you had wished you had stayed calm, the moments that you'd wished that you'd walked away for a minute instead of engaged, the moments you wish you had fought harder or fought less. Here's the brutal part. When your partner just told you that she's banging another dude, I mean, it's impossible to think clearly, because in your mind, you're not just losing the relationship. You think you're losing everything, and in some cases you are. Your family, your identity, your future, sometimes your home, your confidence, your kids, and mostly your self-respect. It feels like your entire world is being ripped away from you in real time. So you obsess over the fantasy. If I could just go back, redo those conversations, if I stayed calmer, if I didn't get so emotional, if I'd chosen different words, if I was stronger, maybe she would have stayed. And man, that's probably many things that you would handle different. I know I would, but not the way you want it to be. It's not the way you want it to be, but you can't change the emotional reaction that you had. My regrets are before the separation. I regret not listening when they were trying to tell me how unhappy she was. I regret becoming defensive instead of curious. I regret getting angry when she stopped doing the things that I asked her to do, I wanted her to do. Instead of asking myself, why the hell ain't she doing that? Why did the affection stop? Why did our connection break? Why did she stop wanting to spend time with me? Why did the energy change? Here's something a lot of men miss. I know I did. When someone emotionally pulls away from you, that usually started a long time ago, before the final F you. And instead of trying to understand the disconnect, a lot of us panic. We demand, we get shitty, we argue, we get resentful, we get mean, we get everything about what we're not getting. Respect, attention, affection, sex, your validation. But we stop asking, what happened to us? And that's the hard truth. You got to find a mirror. Listen, none of this excuses cheating. None of it. It doesn't excuse betrayal. Doesn't disarming with dishonesty. They are responsible for what they choose. But healing requires honesty, not just about what they did wrong, but about what we ignore. Because if you spend the next 10 years obsessing about conversations you can't change, you stay trapped. That's so sad, and that's not anything close to healing. That's emotional time travel, man. Sad. Emotional time travel destroys people. My coaching is not about pretending the heartbreak didn't happen. It's about learning from it without living inside of it forever. You can't do that. You can't rebuild your life while you're constantly standing in the ashes, replaying the old arguments. At some point, you've got to stop asking, how could I have saved my marriage? And start asking, what kind of man can I become now? Can't change the past. That question changes everything. Maybe the goal definitely shouldn't be getting your old life back, but becoming somebody wiser, more self-aware, more emotionally intelligent, more emotionally available, more accountable, more connected than the version of you that set the world on fire. It's so hard, but that's where the real growth starts. It's where you start to change and your life gets better. If you're serious about rebuilding your life and you would like some accountability instead of living with all these excuses, reach out to me. My contact information is in the bio below. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next one.